What's good, superstars? Back with another Veve video. You got Superstar Joe. You got Superstar Rob in the building. How's it going, Rob?
Pretty good, you?
Oh, the energy is back. Rob has the energy back. I know there was lots of comments yesterday about how sluggish and tired you were, but it looks like you've had some nice rest.
Yes.
And you're back.
We're posting a little bit earlier today. It's not like 11 o'clock at night, so we're a little bit more energetic.
So guys, if you haven't already, become a superstar. Hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notification. You'll know when we post, like Rob mentioned. Sometimes it's 11 o'clock. Sometimes it's 9 o'clock. Sometimes it's 7 o'clock. If you want to be first, there's a battle for the firsts. I'm starting to think we might have to do something for that, Rob. We might have to have a competition on the firsts.
Yeah.
If you guys want to see that, let us know in the comments if you want to see a battle for the firsts. I mean, it's become a thing. I know VVOG's in it now. We got Bobby Green, Bob Sales, a bunch of different people hitting that first button. Yeah. So, guys, if you want to have a competition for that, let us know. And just make sure you have the bell notification on. That's the easiest way.
That's it.
Maybe we got to do like random times. Also, Superstar VIP $2.99 a month. Hit the join button underneath the video. You get a nice star next to your name. You get access to our spreadsheets for drops, for sweeping the floor. You also get first dibs on merch. My hair is all wild today. Also, we advertise for you, and we also post all our buys and sells for the VIP. You know what we're doing. If we're going for an airdrop, you will know ahead of time. $2.99 a month. Easiest thing in the YouTube space to do right now. Thank you to all of our VIPs who are continuing to support us. Greatly appreciate it. Amazing family that we've grown here, Rob. And if you want to continue the conversation, we got Twitter, we got Instagram. We've been DMing people on Instagram. You saw someone did some nice artwork for our Twitter and our Instagram. We're back and forth with them. I think it's going to actually become our banner once they're done. TikTok and on Twitter, you'll find our VV page that will let you know how to follow us. And in the description, we have our Discord where it's popping, like more and more people joining every single day. And we have our PO box. Shout out to a bunch of people. First, OG Growler. He is in the Hall of Fame. And we have a new entrant in the Hall of Fame. We got a card, and the card came with some friendship bracelets. So shout out Superstar Fave VIP Hall of Famer Laura M. She also wrote a nice little words in there for us to read and feel happy that we've met this community. Rob's got his on, I got mine on. It's not on properly. We got to figure that out still. I know she even sent over a video how to put them on properly. But until then, it's on like this, and it is what it is. It's not moving.
Superstar Fave VIP Laura M coming through with the friendship bracelets. We love them. They match the merch
money colors
almost perfectly. Look at this. I'll be wearing this at DCon again. Thank you so much, Superstar Fave VIP Laura M, for your kind gift. Hall of Famer for your kind gift. You know we appreciate you and all your support. Thank you so much.
There, and that's the page. Perfect. There you go. Also, let us go through the VV Twitter. There's not much going on, and then we're gonna get to the topic here. But we got first appearance. That's your screen. First appearance of Hobgoblin.
Hey,
and
this is a B-Rain comic. I was surprised. It's a B-Rain comic. So it's Roderick Kingsley and Hobgoblin, tier B. So the comic book experts actually rank this one fairly high.
We also have a limited edition run. It's half of what we would normally expect, 10,000 mints.
Yeah.
$6.99, so we're not getting the 20 gem beef up on the more rare or more scarce comic. I think this is a must go for, especially because of the color way that you got in the background on the common.
Yeah.
I think it's also really cool. The common, he's like splitting Spider-Man in half. Said that yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah. What the it's a normal drop, right? At normal times. Nothing off on this one. Typical time.
Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like it's the same time. And it's at 8 a.m. Pacific.
Probably worth going for. If you're a drop junkie, you know, you want to gamble a little bit. I think this is one worth gambling for. Why not? If it's a tier B, it's probably worth owning anyways. You go for the drop. If you lose a little bit of gems, it doesn't hurt you too bad.
The Secret Rare is pretty cool too. I'm actually looking at it. It takes up more of the space on the comic cover. Like normally you'll see like that white background a lot more. This one they blew up the character. I think it looks cool.
Yeah, it looks cool. I like it.
Yeah, so that's that. I don't know if there's much else. No, on their Twitter. So our Twitter, shout out NFT Pirates. Chad is giving away ASM 252 Raw Edition. So if you guys see this is one of the most scarce, I think might be the scarcest comic on Veve. So there you go. This is obviously the common version that we have.
Yeah.
And there's easy ways to enter. We retweeted this. You can check it out on our Twitter, and very easy way to enter. So make sure you go check out NFT Pirates on Twitter. Also, Common Club Apparel.
Oh, nice.
We won one of their giveaways one time, so
Yeah.
they're doing a giveaway for Designer Con. So DCon, which we're going to in November, they made a special palm tree edition Veve logo.
That's cool. Yeah, that's very nice. Nice colors too.
We know that Veve shouted them out as well a few times, especially Alex G. So they're legit. Okay. The other one, if you haven't seen this already, McFarlane Toys, they did a little teaser. A little teaser. It looks like something's coming out on October 27th. Be the first to enter a whole new world of collecting. What is going to happen?
They're obviously super familiar with the NFT world, right? They've been exposed to Veve. They have their stuff now. So whatever they're doing, I think it's going to be pretty cool. I don't know if it's going to be, it's probably going to do pretty well, but I don't know much about the project. Yeah. Are they going to have the utility that we've always claimed Veve needs more of? Are they going to bring new ways to attract users, to draw guys like me and you in who, we already have an interest in this stuff, but why would we go to this specific McFarlane collecting? Yeah. Let's see what they have. Like, ultimately,
I wonder if we're gonna get like Spawn or something, like one of his characters on the app or on their thing. It looks like so. This is a completely different thing going on, but a whole new world of collecting. I'm very curious. It looks like there's some boxes. Can't wait to learn more about it. Like we've mentioned before, we've talked about other projects on the channel, and that is the way that Veve can learn and improve. And it's only good things when there's other projects competing for some space. Yeah, so I think that's what we got to go here. They got looks like Polygon and Rarible, so pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, interoperability. What other utility they can come up with. Let's see what they do, and then see if Veve can also apply. That's why I like seeing these other projects, and we'll talk about a little bit more now.
And yesterday we did a little bit of a controversial video, but I think we've got a point across why you should want people to leave the Veve app. There's benefits to having less people on the app. That was the whole point of that video. So today, Rob, what do we got?
First of all, I'm surprised no one told us to leave the app. I was waiting to see if
we're ready for that one. We were ready.
We were waiting for that one, but nobody landed it with us. But anyways, I had to get something off from my mind. We did a video on this previously. We talked about how we should be, a little bit we're being too hard on Veve. I talked about other NFT projects. We should thank Veve because these other NFT projects I was involved in are a complete disaster on some of the things they did. But then we thought about it. Let's take it one step further. The reason it was a disaster is because it was a closed environment. And then they tried making it interoperable, and it just became a disaster. Their closed environment wasn't compatible with going interoperable. But more importantly, the users on the app had no idea what they were doing, which led to all sorts of issues. So I see the Veve community going down the same path right now. And I can see that if Veve were to release any form of interoperability right now, it's going to be a complete disaster. People already blame Veve right now for what they do. If Veve were to just become interoperable, give you a private key to the wallet and just said, go figure it out, this is what happened on the other project. People are sending it to the wrong wallets. They don't know what they're doing. They're like selling things by accident. Like, they don't know what gas is. They don't understand that when they go off app, they gotta get gas to make the transactions work. The NFT, they're hidden on OpenSea. They think they lost it, but they didn't. And it's just hidden. They don't know how to click the button. The instructions that were given were so bad that, I mean, they weren't bad. Like, if you did a little bit of research, you could kind of figure it out. But like, people needed like a step-by-step process. And it's going to happen to Veve too, because Veve is the same kind of concept. It's a closed environment for people who aren't really into NFTs to come in for the first time, use a credit card. You can do it on OpenSea, but whatever. Like, you come onto Veve, you don't have to worry too much about wallets. You don't have to worry about gas. You come, you buy what you want. Veve takes care of everything for you. You sell it when you want. It's all instantaneous. Nice. They're not used to this environment that they got to deal with like 4 different things. Make sure you send it to the right the right public address. They're just going to be completely confused. And what's going to happen? They're going to go nuts on Veve when that happens. I don't think this community is ready for interoperability right now.
Yeah, we've had a lot of practice complaining when it comes to Veve, and they've made things very, very dumbed down. And that was the whole draw. It was so easy to get involved, so easy to buy your first NFT, so easy to recognize the IP. When you bring in interoperability, you start to bring in an entirely new layer, a new level. One of the biggest challenges of crypto in general is how difficult it is to understand in terms of sending things around, paying gas, like you mentioned. So I think unless the interoperability is very, very simple, like if they are able to use the IMX and it's just simple that way, But if I guess it's my keys, my crypto kind of thing, where you're going to be able to hold it in your wallet. Like right now, example, look at Omi. I think Omi was easier to buy before than it is now, because now you got a different layer.
Yeah.
And to move it between layer 1 and layer 2, you got to make sure you have the right gas. You got to send it through a bridge. It's very complicated, and not many people can do it. In fact, we just like I have some of mine on an exchange because I'm just not feeling like going through this entire process. And I think that's going to be, maybe it won't be to the same level of 25 steps or whatever it is for Omi, but maybe there will be 4 steps, which is more than 1 step when it comes to buying something, having it, and saying it's yours. The other thing is like the utility of having it on your app. Like how smooth will that utility be off of app? Is it something you just hold in your app, in your wallet, and then when you want to use it, you bring it onto Veve? Like that whole process has to be simple, or else, like you said, you're going to have people who don't understand how this stuff works. You're going to have older people who are on these apps. We see our demographic right now. It's up to like in the 60s. 60-year-olds are watching this. We saw a drop recently targeting 40, 50-year-olds in the labyrinth, right? So there's people who like that IP who might not understand completely crypto. And I think a lot of people are in the same boat. A lot of people are on this app because it's the easiest way in. So
it's easy access, which is one of the greatest assets of Veve. One of the greatest benefits was the onboarding, the ease of getting into this world. But this is the issue that happened with the other projects, is that they have a side chain, right? You have the actual, Polygon, you can actually trade your NFTs and go through that process. You have your public wallet, but then you go on that closed system, which is like Veve. You buy something and it's not instantaneous showing up on your public wallet.
Wait time, yeah.
So it's a wait time. I don't even really know the reason why. I think it's because the guys working over there at Dropshop didn't push the button yet to get that NFT that you purchased on their marketplace into your public wallet. I'm still waiting for it. I bought one on their environment. It hasn't shown up in my public. Do I even own it? I mean, you give the money. They have the money. It's up to them to do the transaction now. It was the same thing the other way around, where someone bought my collectible, but it was in my public wallet. I could literally resell it. So what they would do is just never give me the money and give the guy who bought it his money back. Yeah. But like, it was a complete disaster in terms of marrying the off, closed environment area of Polygon of OpenSea and the public wallet they give to you. Because if we go interoperable, I'm assuming that Veve will give all of us a private key to our wallet, assuming that everything's backed up in the background by an actual public wallet. Yeah. Like, I don't know yet because they haven't actually done it.
It's weird though, because we do know that it's not going to be every IP, at least at first. They've mentioned that on multiple occasions.
How is this going to work?
What if Disney comes out with their own Disneyverse and their stuff is only interoperable with Disney stuff? Like, that's why I'm saying it has to be something simple. Like, you put in a code, it gives you a code. You click the collectible or something, it gives you a code. You put it in on the Disney app, and then it just pulls it from Veve to Disney. I don't know about this cold storage wallet, if they're going to do that. I know that they've talked about it. The thing is, like I said earlier, everyone on Veve is a professional complainer at this point. Veve's given many reasons to complain. They've had a bunch of airdrops that have been questionable. They've had a bunch of things happen that have been delayed, a bunch of things that haven't worked. There's people who can't cash out. There's people who can't KYC. There's all these other things. Everybody's ready to complain. Now you're going to go and launch interoperability at a user base that might have a big percentage that doesn't understand anything to do with any type of other NFT project, because that's the whole reason they're on Veve. You got to think about it like this. The whole reason people are here is because it's easy. Now, that means a big percentage of the people here are word of mouth. Oh, look how easy it was to buy it. Now you're going to give them an option to bring it off. They send it the wrong place. They do something wrong. They lose their NFT. They're going to complain. They're going to whine. They're going to leave.
We still don't know. We still don't know exactly. Like, we don't have the answers on how they're going to implement interoperability. Like, even that you mentioned right now that some IP will be available and others won't. Like, it's mind-boggling on how they're going to pull this off. I mean, I'm sure they're going to have lots of great ideas. All I know, whatever it is, people are going to be confused, because people were extremely confused on that other project that was on. And you better believe that us superstars, we're going to break it down and come up with some videos to help the Superstar fam, so that nobody makes the same mistakes as I saw others in the other project made. There wasn't, like, let's say, a dedicated community for that drop shop, NFT. So there was a Discord, people kind of help each other out, but there's not a lot of YouTube videos that you can go from specific to this situation, from top to bottom, how you get your private key, how you export it out. obviously when Veve does this, at least the YouTube community is pretty strong. There'll probably be a lot of guidance, at least from the community, on how to do these things properly. But man, oh man, there's going to be some confusion at first. So, I mean, the only thing I can think of is when the time comes, don't just jump in and start doing things. Make sure you know what you're doing. I already know that a lot of people, they're pretty familiar. At least some of the people we talk to, they're pretty familiar with the space outside of Veve. But I'm sure there's people within Veve that are less familiar. And they should definitely take their time, make sure they're doing it right, watch videos, do whatever it takes to do it right. And hopefully Veve can learn as well and give extremely detailed instructions to help the community get through this, because layer 2 is still confusing, right? Like layer 2 is still messed up.
But it's an example of what is out there. Like you need gas, you need this stuff. Like that's what interoperability is. Like in that area, maybe it'll be Polygon or whatever, it'll be cheaper, but you still need Matic. You still need something to move it around. IMX, I don't know how it works. I haven't ever moved anything on IMX. Like I said, I don't even know yet. I'm going to be learning just with everybody else. But at the end of the day, like we mentioned how you can handle interoperability. That doesn't mean that we don't need it. We think we're very big proponents of you need interoperability. You need to own your assets. We understand that there's different layers of ownership. Obviously, we've heard mint to play. We've heard of owning just like in the background, it runs on Veve. That's probably the most likely ownership that we will get, where you own like your receipt, and Veve controls the asset on their platform, unless there's a way to actually move the entire file into your wallet. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to be, if Veve goes belly up, you're going to have a bunch of numbers in your wallet and they won't do anything, or it'll be whatever access you get on other exchanges or Sandbox or Decentraland, something like that. But it's something, like Rob said, it's something to think about how it's going to be unrolled. I think everyone should take it slow whenever it does come. Hashtag soon. And I think that it'll be good for us. It's just there's going to be complaining and people will not be able to handle it.
Yeah. And after the disaster I witnessed, it's still not resolved. It's still a disaster.
It won't be like that though.
It won't be like that if Veve does it the right way. Once they sort it out and they give very, very clear, detailed instructions on how to do it, and the community has to actually read it and take their time and understand it. Because
I think the community we have here sounds like it's a lot bigger and a lot more well-informed than that drop shop community.
There's
probably a lot more people here, a lot more people to keep them accountable, bigger IP. Like there's obviously sports teams involved there, which are big IP, but I mean, here you got a lot of bigger IP that are very well ingrained. Like now we see Marvel at Comic-Con putting their name out there as a digital collectible brand. So I mean, these are things that have to go smooth.
Well, they've alluded to the fact that in the background, was it Union or Unity that they're building on? Yeah. So like, I feel like all the big licensors in Veve, they must all be on the same page. They know where this is going, right? They know that eventually they're going somewhere where it cannot just stay in that one environment. So it's hard to think that in the future, let's say it does go belly up, that it won't be capable of, in the background and the coding interoperability of some degree. I would love to ask more about this next time we get either Reese on the channel, or maybe we're at DCon and we actually meet David Yu himself. Who knows? We can ask this question. I want to know more about what their plans are. They must have an idea, because this is future proofing. Like they even though what we're getting right now is the best they have, that doesn't mean they didn't future proof and protect for the fact, with the systems and the technology that's available, to achieve the goal that they ultimately know they're going to have to, which is to bring this into different metaverse worlds. So we'll see how things go. Let us know your thoughts below. I would love to know your guys' thoughts. Do you think that we are ready as a community? Are we ready for interoperability? Do you think it's going to be a complete disaster? Do you think that Veve will give us good instructions? Just what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on are we ready for it? Are we able to take it on right now and actually have a smooth process to that? How do you think it's going to work? Because like what Joe was saying, like some IP is going to be available, others won't. So how exactly does Veve manage that with the private wallet, the private addresses that you're going to get? It's just like, how are they going to do it?
It's going to be interoperable everywhere. I think it's going to be limited interoperability. Like you're going to be able to maybe take it into your wallet, but you're not. I don't know how it's going to work.
I really don't know. Idea. Like how are they going to restrict you? It must be that they have a wallet set up for you before that only
might be
has
only
the ones
outgoing on certain tokens. Like you can't even put in you can't even send a certain token. I think that's the way to do it.
And a lot of people watching probably are way more techie on us.
Yeah, they're gonna rip us apart in the comments, and that's what we love. We love hearing.
Let us know below. Educate us on how you think it's gonna work.
Yeah.
And if you haven't already, don't forget, become a superstar. Smash the subscribe button. Join the Superstar fam and hit the bell notification button so we can talk all things Veve every single day. We're here posting, discussing anything that is a hot topic, anything that we could think of. And you can also become a Superstar VIP, $2.99 a month. Get our tools to help you on the drop. Get a star beside your name. Get giveaway potential. Get a star in the universe named after you. First dibs on merch. Anything we could think of to bring as much value and utility to the VIP membership. Thanks again, Superstar Hall of Famer Fave VIP, Laura M, for her gift today. And we'll see you all on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye.